We carry on with our series on the 365 days blocks, and today we're going to concentrate on it used to be May 23rd that the Union Star block was part of this. It can change possibly this year, but it could stay the same. It's a 6-inch block. That is the screenshot of the block itself, and here's all the pieces. The information for the cutting sizes, etc., can be found on Katherine Kerr Teachable on the World Wide Web. To make the Union Star, we are going to start off with pieces D and pieces E. We've got 2 of each. On the D pieces, which is our lighter shade, we are going to draw a diagonal line from corner to corner. Then we're going to match a D piece up with the E piece like this. Sorry, I'm doing this one-handed. There we are. And we're going to sew a scant 1/4 inch either side of our drawn line to make 2 half-square triangles from each set. Once we have sewn both blocks down the center on either side of the drawn line, a scant 1/4 inch seam, we can cut them apart. Then we have 4 half-square triangles, which we then, if I can get it open with one hand, which we then can just iron to the dark side and then square up to the size that she intends us to need for the block. The next unit, we're going to use pieces B and pieces C, and what we're going to do is we're going to make flying geese. In the previous videos, I've used the covered corners method. Today, for this block, I'm going to use the fast flying geese method. For the fast flying geese, we need to create 4 of them. So we need 1 piece of that fabric, 4 of the wing fabrics, and on the back of the wing fabrics, we're going to draw a diagonal line on all 4 of them. Then we're going to take our big block and we're going to place 2 pieces on the corner ends like this, and another piece in the bottom corner like this, so that our lines align. Let me just get this, it's a little bit, there we go. And we're going to make sure that our lines align properly through, and we're going to do a scant 1/4 inch seam on either side of this line. Right, so now we have created a 1/4 inch seam scant though on either side of our drawn line. And the next thing we're going to do, we're going to cut through on the line that we have actually drawn. We're going to cut through the block. So we end up with 2 pieces like this. Now we're going to quickly iron them open, and then I'll show you the rest. After ironing them, our units look like this, and we still have these 2 blocks left over. So what we're now going to do, we're going to position one of each of these blocks, corner to corner, here, with it overlapping that side, and we're going to stitch a 1/4 inch, scant 1/4 inch on either side of the drawn line yet again. So this is step number next that we've just done. On either side of our drawn line, we're going to do a scant 1/4 inch seam. Then we're going to cut those apart, and then we're going to iron this open again. And in that way, we make 4 flying geese units from 1 square and 4 small squares. Now that we've completed our half square triangles together with our flying geese units, we can lay them out and then add piece number A, in which case what she initially intended on her pattern is that piece A is the same as the points of the star that this is going to create in the end. We decided that we need a focus fabric in the center, and you will still be able to see the star. So now we're going to use this as a 9 patch and put them together in rows, and then the rows together to make the center of our Union Star, and then we're going to add the outside pieces. We are halfway in constructing our center block, so just a quick note on pressing. So just to show you, we press the middle block to the seams to the inside, and on both the outside two, we press the seams to the outside. This is the path of least resistance for both of these. And now what we do, we just attach these 3 rows together and our center block will be complete. There is our center block constructed, and now we're going to use pieces H, F, I, and G to create the outside border. The border units are made using 2 pieces of G together with F in the center of that and 2 H pieces on either side. And this is all going to be put together using covered corners, but we're going to start off with a piece called G, and we're going to attach an F piece to that. To start us off, I'll do this and then I'll show you how we've done it. Put down piece G and then facing it for right sides together, put an F piece on top of it perpendicular to G, and then we're going to sew a 90-degree line from corner to the corner of G at the bottom there. So to start off this unit, once we've sewn a perpendicular line from corner to corner there, we are going to cut away a 1/4 inch away from the seam, the corner there, and then we are going to iron it open to create the first part of our unit. To carry on with this, we need to now do exactly the same going in that direction. So we're going to take another piece of this, number G, put it down like that, and then sew from corner to corner. If we open it up, it should create the flying geese effect that we were looking for in one fell swoop. So let's do that and show you how we've done it. So the next step in creating the border is we're going to attach perpendicular again another piece of this to the already made piece there. Then we're going to cut away the corners with a 1/4 inch seam allowance. Iron it open so that it creates sort of like a pseudo flying geese with bigger wing pieces. And then we're going to add the H pieces as covered corners on the ends of both of these pieces, one on either side. We have now attached both the end pieces, and we've sewn from corner to corner to make cover corners on both. Then we cut away the excess to create 2 1/4 inch seam allowances on either side, and then we iron it open, and then there is our border unit. To this now we're going to add corners to make it fit into our block, with the last loose piece is called H. Time to add borders to our block, and we're going to do it in a 9-patch configuration again. First doing 3 rows of 3 and then putting the rows together. But we will explain more with the ironing of the rows. To put the 9 square together, we have ironed the outside seams to the inside and the center seam to the outside, so they could butt together at the edges here. And then you get your 1 squared up to 6.5 to fit into our quilt. There is our Union Star. Yours can look like ours do, or it could have the same, like the star points, you can use the same color on the inside, but we think it adds a little bit of more interest to have like a focus fabric on the inside of the Union Star. For any other information, please visit Katherine Kerr with a K and a K .teachable.com. There you will find all the necessary information to make the 365 challenge quilt.